Life seemed idyllic. John and I had it all, a loving marriage, 2 beautiful children, and a comfortable life. He was my rock, the man I trusted implicitly with my life, my heart, and our precious children. We had our ups and downs, as all couples do, but we always worked through our problems with open communication and mutual respect. Or so I thought. John was a devoted father to our 2 children, Emily, aged 5, and Ethan, aged 3. He often spoke about how important family was to him, how much he cherished our life together. His words resonated deeply with me, reinforcing the foundation of trust and love upon which our marriage was built. I held onto his words as if they were life rafts in the ocean of life. Looking back, there were red flags, subtle hints that something was amiss. A missed phone call here, a late night at the office there. But I brushed them aside, blinded by my love and trust in him. I believed in the fairy tale we had created, the image of a happy family that we projected to the world. Little did I know that behind the facade a storm was brewing, a secret that would shatter our world into a million pieces. The realization that my life was a carefully constructed lie hit me like a ton of bricks. It began with an ordinary Friday afternoon, an afternoon that would forever be etched in my memory as the day my life took an unexpected and devastating turn. The phone rang, jarring me out of my daily chores. It was Emily's school, their worried voice piercing through the receiver. "Mrs. Smith, Emily is running a high fever. Could you please come and pick her up?" My heart skipped a beat. John was supposed to pick her up from school today. He had promised. I tried calling John, my fingers trembling as I dialed his number. The call went straight to voicemail. Panic started to set in. Where was he? Why wasn't he answering? Ignoring the knot of anxiety twisting in my gut, I called a cab and rushed to Emily's school. As I held my feverish daughter in my arms, I couldn't shake off the feeling of unease. John had always been dependable, especially when it came to our children. His absence, his unanswered calls, sent chills down my spine. Something was terribly wrong. Arriving home, a sense of dread washed over me. The house was eerily quiet, the silence amplifying my fear. Ethan was nowhere to be seen. Ethan, where are you?" I called out, my voice trembling with panic. Just then my neighbor, Mrs. Peterson, poked her head in. "Oh, thank goodness you are here." Ethan was crying on the porch. Said he couldn't find you. My blood ran cold. Ethan, my baby, had been left alone outside while his father was nowhere to be found. Mrs. Peterson, bless her soul, had been keeping an eye on Ethan through her window. She even had footage from her security camera showing John leaving the house in a hurry without Ethan hours ago. The footage was damning, irrefutable proof that John had abandoned our children. Ethan, my sweet, innocent boy, was too young to understand the gravity of the situation, but his words, spoken between sobs, cut through me like a knife. Daddy left me alone. He said he'll be back soon, but he didn't come back. Rage, a feeling I had never experienced before, coursed through me. How could he? How could the man I loved, the man who vowed to protect our children, do such a thing? The betrayal was visceral, a gaping wound in my heart that refused to heal. Hours later, John finally strolled in, a nonchalant smile on his face as if nothing was wrong. He acted surprised to see me home early, feigning concern for Emily's well-being. The audacity of his act, his blatant disregard for his actions, sent me over the edge. "Where were you?" I demanded, my voice shaking with suppressed fury. "Why did you leave Ethan alone? Why didn't you answer my calls?" My questions hung heavy in the air, the accusations evident in my tone. His eyes widened in mock surprise, his voice dripping with feigned innocence. "What are you talking about?" "I was at work, honey. You know I would never leave the kids alone." His words were like venom, each syllable laced with a calmness that belied the storm raging inside me. He denied everything. He claimed he had been at work all day, that he had called me multiple times but couldn't get through. He even had the audacity to suggest that I was overreacting, that I was being paranoid and irrational. His words twisted around my brain, planting seeds of doubt. Was I overreacting? Was my memory failing me? For a moment I questioned myself, my sanity. But then I remembered Ethan's tear-stained face, Mrs. Peterson's concerned expression, the damning footage from the security camera. John was a master manipulator. He knew how to twist situations to his advantage, to make me question my own perception of reality. He had done it before, subtly undermining my confidence, making me doubt my own judgment. But this time, it was different. This time I had proof. "Don't lie to me, John. I saw the footage. Mrs. Peterson saw you leave. How could you lie so easily, so convincingly? I cried out, my voice raw with pain and betrayal. His calm facade finally cracked. He slammed his fist on the table, his voice rising in anger. You are blowing this out of proportion. I told you I was at work. Why don't you trust me? Don't you believe in me? His words, laced with accusation and indignation, cut deep. Section 6. The crushing weight of betrayal. His words, filled with accusation instead of remorse, stung more than any slap could. This was not my John, the man I loved. This was a stranger, a monster hiding behind a mask of normalcy. The realization hit me with the force of a physical blow. The man I loved, the man I trusted with my life and the lives of our children, was a liar. The weight of his betrayal was crushing, suffocating me under its immense weight. How could he do this to me? To our children? Questions swirled in my head, each one more painful than the last. The foundation of our marriage, built on trust and love, had crumbled into dust. All that remained was a hollow shell, a painful reminder of the life we once shared. I felt lost, adrift in a sea of pain and confusion. The man I had built my life with, the father of my children, had shattered my world, leaving me to pick up the pieces of my broken heart. Section 7. Seeking support, finding strength. As the dust settled on the wreckage of our shattered reality, I knew I had to be strong. For myself, and for my children. I couldn't let John's deceit break me. I had to find the strength to rise from the ashes, to rebuild my life, and to protect my children from further harm. Reaching out to my support system, my family and friends, was my lifeline. Their unwavering love and support became my anchor in the storm, reminding me that I was not alone. They listened without judgment, offering comfort and advice as I navigated the treacherous path ahead. Talking to a therapist was like a balm on my wounded soul. It provided a safe space to unpack the emotional turmoil, to process the trauma of betrayal, and to start the long journey towards healing. Slowly, painfully, I began to piece my life back together. The road to recovery was long and arduous, marked by setbacks and tears. But with each passing day, I felt a flicker of strength returning, a glimmer of hope for a brighter future. Section 8. Picking up the pieces. The legal battle for custody of my children was grueling, an emotional roller coaster that tested my limits. John, true to form, fought me every step of the way, using every trick in the book to manipulate the situation to his advantage. But I stood my ground, armed with the truth, and fueled by the fierce love for my children. I refused to let him win, to let him control our lives any longer. The court, after reviewing the evidence and hearing both sides, granted me primary custody of Emily and Ethan. Creating a safe and stable environment for my children became my top priority. Their well-being, their emotional and physical safety, became my driving force. I poured all my energy into being the best mother I could be, to shield them from the pain and confusion of our broken family. Seeing the world through their innocent eyes was a constant reminder of the strength I never knew I possessed. Their laughter, their unconditional love, was the balm that soothed my wounded heart. Section 9. The uncertain future. The future remains uncertain, a path shrouded in mist. The pain of betrayal lingers, a constant shadow in the recesses of my mind. The life I had envisioned, the future I had dreamt of with John, lay shattered at my feet. But amidst the wreckage, I find glimmers of hope. I am a survivor. I am a mother. I am strong. I am rebuilding my life, brick by painful brick, creating a future filled with love, laughter, and the unwavering bond I share with my children. The road ahead may be long and challenging, but I am determined to walk it with my head held high. I will teach my children the true meaning of love, trust, and respect, values that John could never comprehend. I will show them that even in the darkest of times, even when faced with unimaginable betrayal, there is always hope. Always the chance to rise above the ashes and embrace a brighter tomorrow. This experience has been a painful lesson, a harsh reminder that life is unpredictable, that trust can be broken, and that even those we love most can hurt us in ways we never thought possible. But it has also been a journey of self-discovery, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. I have emerged from the wreckage stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever to create a life filled with love, authenticity, and unwavering self-worth.